How's it going, guys? I'm Alan with Xtrusion Overland, and we're going to show today here at Overland Expo West our latest demonstrations of the Xtrusion Overland exoskeleton. This is the product that can actually be done in stages. In this case, we have the first stage, which is a BedRack mode. Now, over here we have a hinging prototype. We're going to be working on something that can open up, and you have access to your bed with a little more space. But the concept is the same in terms of starting with a BedRack, and as you grow into your adventures or as you grow into your needs, you can actually go ahead and get into the topper modes and eventually into the camper modes with access through. So we're going to walk through the different vehicles that we have here and then show you those different features. I'd like to mention that with the exoskeleton in the BedRack mode, you can still use a lot of the legacy accessories from the XTR, like the access gates. In this case, we just had an access gate and mounted different accessories like the high lift, the action tracks. So same thing, we have the pivots from the access gate, so we can reuse even your old accessories. You can still reuse them, you can still modify the extrusion. Everything is compatible. You can do substructures. It's one of the cool things about this, and I will show you in one of the builds as well how the substructures work. But yeah, we have access gates in here, and we'll be able to do slide outs in the same fashion in this. So even as a BedRack mode is like a superior in every way in terms of that modularity and the way that you can customize it to your needs. So we'll walk over there and show you some more of the different builds that we have. All right, so over here we have it in the topper mode. So in this case, we have the topper mode with a tent on top. We have the option to use crossbars. So if your tent is longer than the topper, we can actually put it flush, sit on it with a specific bracket. But if your tent is going to be shorter than the topper, we're going to have to use crossbars. So this is just to demonstrate how we have the crossbar kit. And here we're able to open up the panels. As you can see in here, we'll have a lot of still the same modularity. The MOLLE panels that can be used inside or on the top or onto the panels are the same MOLLE panels that are on BedRack mode. You can basically reuse everywhere else when you go into topper mode as well. So this is an awesome feature to kind of keep reusing some of the accessories as well. So this is something that you can fully seal. It'll keep your gear dry, and you still have everything secure. It's got latches that can lock, so everything is going to be safe. But one of the advantages, one of the super great features of this system is that you can actually remove panels, for specific needs. I don't know, you might want to load up a refrigerator or have a little bit more space for specific activities. You can remove the top panels, you can remove the side panels, and it does not affect its functionality. It does not need the panels to function as it should. So that's one of the greatest features about this. And the accessories that we're gonna keep doing, cubbies, like complete cubbies that we're gonna show you in a minute, or modular cubbies. We're gonna have MOLLE panels on the doors, just different accessories that you can complete the look or complete the functionality the way that you need it, and then grow into it, right? It doesn't have to get everything at once. It's just a growing method. So this is how we have it, closed up and sealed. Let's walk through this build over here, where we have some of the substructures that we've made that I was mentioning earlier, because we have T-slot all around it. In this case, we use a simple bar in here with some end joints, and we're able to do some of the MOLLE panels and put in another structure where we can actually put cases and stuff like that is more accessible. But not only that, we're gonna be doing more accessories where you have slide outs in here so you can access your gear. We were talking over here with Carlos on some of the drop downs that we're gonna do. I mean, he's got great ideas that he's giving us, so we're gonna keep working on that. But same thing, we have awning mounts. So you'll be able to mount your awning, your Taruka awning in this case, which is a great product. We'll be able to mount it seamlessly into the topper mode. Now, I'd like to mention that depending on your setup, if your tent is a little bit too wide for a topper, you might need to have a different type of bracket that actually gets it a little bit further out. In this case, the tent is narrower than the width of the topper, so we are able to use the standard brackets that we'll come up with. So, but then again, that same versatility, we'll have with all the accessories. And then lastly, we're gonna go over here and walk on the topper mode. The camper mode. So the camper mode is gonna be the breakthrough of, you're gonna have that access through, but this is something that you don't have to run all the time. You can take it off, put it back on when you need it. So first of all, we have the cubbies here. This is a modular cubby that you're able to determine if you want one section or multiple sections. Some of the cool features about these cubbies is that you can have a pass-through on this, or you can cover it, or you can have a molly backing on that. So super modular, super, customizable. Same thing, kind of our theme of what we do, having that customization. So a lot of mounting possibilities as well. And within those cubbies, we're gonna have also like boxes so you can actually put your gear down there and keep it safe, keep it secure, organize it. And the tent itself, this is the pass-through. We're gonna have a couple of options with the removable panels on the top, or also the hinging floor, so that we'll let you decide if you want the removable panels or the hinging floor, depending on your needs, right? So this is still a prototype on the fabric. I mentioned a couple times we're working on that prototype, but we're going to work with suppliers that know how to do tents. They know how to do. They've done it for many years, and get an awesome product. So we're going to make a great design on the tent, but we're going to make it to where it's actually have a good interior, comfortable, and with great qualities. Also here we show how we can actually mount the panels from BedRack mode back into the topper panels. So anything that you can mount in there as well, everything that all the possibilities that can be going into this topper. And in this case also we have the bike mounts for the fork style. We got the Freedom Coast mounts in here that we can put in the side of the topper panel as well. We are now full throttle on production on panels, so deliveries are going to start to improve. Right now deliveries on the exoskeleton frame, it's about 8 weeks, and we're looking at about the same time frame for the panels for the new orders. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, visit us at xtrusionoverland.com.